Hello! I hope you're all doing well. I have to make this intro super quick because I actually need to head off to a Pilates class, like now. But I have a really fun, like, girly week planned. So obviously I thought I'd vlog it. Next week I am going to Mallorca with Kylie Cosmetics, which I am so excited for. If you know me, I have been using Kylie Cosmetics products for literally years, and they don't do many brand trips. So I feel very lucky to have been invited on this one. And also I'm going with Ria. So it was kind of strange. On the invite that we got, it said that me and Ria were invited together as like a duo, and they basically said like if one of us couldn't go, neither of us could go. So we're kind of going, I'm guessing we're going to be sharing rooms, but we're going as a little duo. And it was just such a weird coincidence that we both got invited on this brand trip because we were literally talking about booking a holiday together anyway. I'll explain it all later on because I'm in a bit of a rush now, but basically today I'm going to be starting a little kind of glow up week just because I want to be feeling and looking my absolute best for this trip. So I'm going to try and go to a workout class every day this week, something like Pilates or just cardio, and then this afternoon I'm going to go and get my nails done because these are so grown out, it's not even funny. I have spent so long looking for a good nail salon around where I live, and most of them, when I've been going to them, have got really good reviews, but after genuinely like 2.5 weeks they've started lifting, which is obviously not what you want when you get your nails done. But recently I found a new place which just has the best vibes. It's the cutest little salon. I think they only have like 3 or 4 seats, and I went there last time and they did gel X extensions for me, which I've never had before, but they have not lifted one tiny bit, and these have been on for genuinely weeks now. But I'm pretty sure that my natural nails underneath are long enough to have biab, so that's what I think I'm going to get done today. I'm going to get a removal full set of biab depending on if they look long enough, and then I'm also going to get my toes done. So I'm going to head off to my Pilates class. I unfortunately can't film in there, so I'm not going to show you that, but I will see you when it's time to get the nails done. Okay, I'm all done with my Pilates class. I'm not gonna lie, that was really difficult. I went to the gym yesterday, so I had some like muscle soreness, so I had to keep stopping, but I did manage to do a little extra like 20-minute walk on the treadmill. But now let's go get nails done. I literally feel like I spent the entire day at the nail salon. I was there for 3 hours. I would show you the pedicure, but am I going to be posting my feet on the internet for free? Maybe not. But I can show you the fingernails. I haven't decided if I like them yet. I feel like they are way shorter than I have ever had. I have had long nails and acrylics honestly since I was about 15, pretty much consistently. Like, I have not gone, I'd say, more than a week or 2 without having long nails, and these are actually my natural nails. So I found this nail salon a few weeks ago that are so good, and they did gel X extensions for me last time I went, and they basically said that you can like wear them, grow out your natural nails, and then we can do biab, which I've been planning to do for months, just with acrylic when I've gone to other nail salons. So they've said to me like, just wear acrylic nails, and then when the acrylic grows out we can just do biab for you. But the problem with that is every single time I went to these salons and got acrylic, my nails would either break or they would start lifting, and then my natural nail underneath just never grew. Like, I'd get to a good length with them and then one of them would break and I'd have to go back to square one. But this place that did gel X for me last time, they grew out so well that my natural nails underneath were super healthy. So I've just done biab with my natural nails. Because they are my natural nails, they're still way shorter than any nails I've had before. So I'm like, are they too short? I definitely have nail blindness just because I'm so used to having long nails. But this is them. Looking at them on the camera, they are really cute. Like, they're very girly, very classy because they are quite short, but I just cannot believe that these are my natural nails. But yeah, they definitely are a little bit short for my liking, but I'm hoping that obviously when they start to like grow out, I'll get a bit more comfortable with them. But also I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the start of my natural nail journey. I don't see any reason why I would now go back to having gel X or like acrylics, because obviously these are the shortest my nails are ever going to be, and I'm guessing once this set grows out, the next time I go to the salon they're going to be the perfect length, and then I can hopefully just keep them like that. I know this is such like a small thing, but honestly I'm just so happy about it. Finally finding a nail salon that takes care of my nails that's a good price, where I love the results. I feel like once you find a good nail tech, you just have to stick with them because they are few and far between. But I'm literally counting down the days until Friday. I am going to get a beauty like treatment service done that I have never done before, and for me I feel like that's quite rare. I have had my hair colored a million times, I've had extensions, I've had my nails done, I've had facials, I've had massages, spray tans. Like, I feel like I have done pretty much every mainstream beauty treatment that there is. But there is one type of beauty treatment that's very common, very popular, you can get it done pretty much anywhere, that I've never had done. I'm so excited. I'm also quite nervous because if I don't like it, I can't really get it fixed before I go away, and also just because I've never had it done, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but I'm just really excited. Right, it's Friday, so you know what that means, but oh my god, I'm running so late. Oh, it was so annoying. I missed my train by like 1 minute, and then the next one wasn't for 15 minutes, but I'm almost here, and I'm so nervous. Aww.
They look so
Oh my god. They just look so natural.
I think you just got like mega natural
Yeah.
lashes.
Oh my god. I love them. Thank you. Okay, the lashes are done and I am so obsessed with them. I feel like they look so natural. I just can't stop staring at them. Also, she was just the loveliest girl ever. We just spent the entire appointment basically just like yapping, but you won't believe it, I missed my train by literally 10 seconds. How have I managed this? Right, I'm back home. Sorry, I feel like today was so chaotic. I completely forgot that I didn't even tell you I was getting lash extensions. I planned to like film before I got there and tell you everything that I was doing, but then everything happened with the trains. So I did get lash extensions, and I have wanted to get lash extensions for probably about 6 years, but I have genuinely been so scared to do it because I have just seen so many bad things generally about lash extensions. I've heard that they can damage your natural lashes. I've heard that people get kind of addicted to them to the point where they don't like not having lash extensions because they've got used to their face with lash extensions. And also I just feel like there's so many bad lash extensions out there. Or maybe they're not even bad, maybe it's just not my style, but like the Russian lash extensions, that's what I think of when I think of lash extensions. But I think the thing that really pushed me to actually do it was I found this girl on Instagram who just is so talented at doing lashes. She's done a few of my friends' lashes before, and every time I've seen them, I've just thought, wow, your lashes look amazing. And if that's not a good sign to get your lashes done by somebody, I don't know what is. I'm so glad that I did it because these look so natural. Like, to be honest, if I hadn't told you I got lash extensions, you guys probably wouldn't even notice. I do feel like they're more noticeable in real life. Like on camera, it kind of just looks like I've curled my lashes and I'm wearing mascara. But I'm so happy with them. I was a little bit stressed because it was a long way to get there. It took me like an hour. So I was just sat there like overthinking on the train. And I really didn't want to get them done and then not like them, obviously, before I go away on this brand trip. But I'm really glad I did it. But I wanted to tell you about, I think I mentioned it earlier on in the vlog when I spoke about the trip with Ria. So you know I said that it was just the weirdest coincidence. So basically like 3.5 weeks ago, Ria and I went for brunch, and we did this brunch basically to plan a girls trip because we've been saying forever that we should do a girls trip together, and we thought, right, summer's coming up, we're going to miss our opportunity if we don't do this. So we went for brunch, and then we sort of went through where do we want to go, when are we thinking of going. We looked at a few different locations, and then we finally decided on Mallorca, and we said, okay, we're going to do Mallorca, we'll do it for a few days at the end of July. So we didn't really plan anything, we just kind of said, right, we'll start looking at Airbnbs, hotels. 2 weeks later, maybe even less than that, I got a text from Ria being like, Flo, have you seen the invite? And I was like, what invite? We both got invited on a brand trip together as like a duo to Mallorca at the end of July. What is up with that? I genuinely think we might have manifested it. And the weirdest part about this was we were invited as a duo. Like, it's not just like we were invited separately on this trip. They literally said on the invite that if one of us couldn't make it, then the other one technically wasn't invited, which sounds kind of harsh, but Like, how crazy is that we were literally discussing going on a girls trip to Mallorca and then we got invited on one. But anyway, we're going on the brand trip with Kylie Cosmetics next week, and then we're extending the trip and staying out there for 2 or 3 more days. So it's kind of like 2 different trips in one, but I feel so underprepared for it. I don't know what it is about trips like that, but I never seem to pack the right stuff or order the right clothes. Like, I end up with like 10 evening outfits for like 4 nights and no casual outfits. I just am so disorganized with that type of stuff. So I'm trying really hard to get myself organized because it's only a few days till I go now. Yeah, I'm just so excited for it. And I feel like almost by doing all this like glow up prep, it's almost like anticipation for the trip. Like, it's getting excited for it without actually being on the trip. Does that make sense? I don't know. But yeah, I'm just so happy with these eyelashes. They came out exactly how I would want them to. And now I think all the glow up stuff that I'm going to be doing is just at home. So it's all going to be very affordable and chill from here. Let's get on to the next thing. Oh my God. I wasn't planning to film this. Obviously, I wasn't expecting to get this package, but I honestly could cry because this is one of the most thoughtful things anyone has ever done for me. So I just received a package and I had no idea what it was. I wasn't expecting it, and I thought, this feels like a book, and I opened it up. It's a children's book that I used to read all the time growing up. This is Richard Scarry's Storybook Dictionary. This was just a book that I had lying around the house when I was growing up, and I used to read it all the time. I was like, where has this come from? Why has this book arrived in my post box? I haven't ordered it. I thought, is it from my parents? My parents randomly sent me this book, and then I saw that it had a little sticky note on it, and it doesn't say a name, but I recognise the handwriting straight away. But it says, it took a lot of internet digging and hunting, but here you go, something for your bookshelf. Go to page 53. This is written by Miranda, who is one of my best friends. We've been pretty much best friends since we met when we were about 11, I want to say. But I was still confused as to why she'd sent me this book, but obviously it says go to page 53. So I opened it up. For context, this book is basically like a kid's alphabet book. So it has different words and then kind of phrases for it. I don't know, clean. Wiggles just cleaned his hands and face. Now he must clean the bathroom, and Wiggles is a little bunny, right? But there's one of these little phrases that has completely stuck in my brain pretty much my whole life, and I feel like I have given this advice to every friend that I know that has gone through something tough, because I feel like it is so applicable to life, and the fact that it is written in a kid's book is just crazy. I must have told this phrase to Miranda, and she, just from the information that I told her that it was in a kid's book that I'd read growing up, she tracked down this old, I'm guessing this is secondhand because I'm sure you can't buy this new, old book off the internet and bought it for me. Now let me read you the phrase, and the word is hole, and it's got this little image of a dog in a house. I'll show you it in a second. But the phrase is, or the little story is, Haggis has a hole in his roof. He never mended it because on rainy days it is too wet to work, and on sunny days it doesn't need mending. Now from the outside that probably sounds like, okay, that's just like a kid's story, right? There he is, there's Haggis in his house. But I feel like this phrase is so applicable to life, because when you have a problem, say you're really, you know, struggling with something, you're having a tough time mentally, you're in such a tough place that you're not able to help yourself. So for example, helping yourself could be trying to like get yourself into therapy, or I don't know, look after yourself by going for a walk or whatever, but you're in such a bad place that you're not able to help yourself because you're in that bad place. So on rainy days it's too rainy to fix the hole, and then on sunny days it doesn't need mending. So on good days, when you're not struggling with your mental health, you no longer need the therapy. I don't know if this is going to come across as profound as it does to me, but I feel like that just applies to so much of life, where you have something that you know you need to get on top of, but when you really need it, you can't do it, and when you're actually able to do it, you no longer need it because you're not struggling anymore. And the fact that Miranda has literally probably trawled the internet to find this phrase, I have no idea how she's done it, taken the effort to like write a little note and send it to me in the post because she knows how important that little silly phrase is in a kid's book is to me. That just makes me want to cry. Like the fact that something that I have said has resonated with her so much. I just think that Miranda, going to all the effort to track this down, send it to me, and like make it clear that like something that I've said has resonated with her and helped her in some kind of way. And the fact that like a kid's book has just captured that so perfectly and just summarized that in such a simple way with a little dog sat in his house, it's just crazy to me. Hello. Okay, so it's Sunday, and that means that I leave the day after tomorrow. And something I recently realized, which I find quite surprising, is that I find that my fake tan actually doesn't look its best the day after I've done it. I find that it actually kind of takes a day to develop. So I've started doing my tan 2 days before I need it, and I find that it looks a lot better. So that means today is fake tanning day. I honestly hate fake tanning day. Like, I hate just having to constantly think about like where I'm sitting, if I'm going to be staining stuff or not washing my hands, or just like constantly feeling sticky and gross. It's just not the vibe. I have actually got a new tan recently, which I've been really excited to use. I have used it once or twice, and while I've been doing it, I've been loving it. It sounds like an ad, I swear it's not. I literally fell into the TikTok shop ads trap because I was not planning to buy this fake tan, and then I saw like 10 ads for it on TikTok over and over. This is the Forever Sundays face tan. I literally bought this with my own money as well. This wasn't gifted, and it's definitely not an ad. But yeah, I've literally seen this advertised everywhere. Like, I've got so many ads for this on my TikTok, and I finally caved and bought it, and it actually is really good. I think you need to leave this one on for like 8 hours though, which for me is a lot. Like, I have been exclusively using express body tans recently, so I've just got used to only needing to leave my tan on for an hour. So leaving this on for 8 hours is not so fun, but I have really figured out a routine with this. So you actually need a bit more than you might think, and I always panic when doing face tan because I will spend literally forever blending it, making sure that there's like no streaks, that it's all evenly blended. I feel like this one is a little bit hard to blend just because it is quite kind of watery, and I mean literally like that you can kind of see that it's mostly been taken off by the sponge. So I do a few layers. One thing I've realized with this tan is that you actually don't need to worry too much about there being streaks, because I don't know how to describe it. It kind of like spreads anyway as it's drying. Like, even if you were to have a really harsh line at this stage, it would kind of blend itself out while you were wearing it, so I don't need to worry as much as I think I do. But yeah, so I'm just taking this tan and putting it like where I would normally bronze. I feel like I could honestly just keep going with this for hours, like just doing layers and blending it in. That is the face tan done. So let's do body tan. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same tan I used the last time I did like a glow up video. This is the Saint Tropez Express tan. This is probably my favorite fake tan that I've tried. I just love that it goes on and it's not super like heavy. It's not like thick on your skin. It's almost like, it's a bit like this. It's kind of quite watery, but obviously it's an express tan, so you can just leave it on for like an hour and then you've got a nice glow. So I've done the lower half of my body, but let's do my arms. Over the last few days I've been getting used to my lash extensions, and today was the first day that I was allowed to get them wet, because you're not supposed to wet them less than 48 hours after you've got them done. And honestly, I didn't realize how tough that was going to be. I've just been taking my makeup off using micellar water, and it weirdly makes you feel very strange to like not wash your face. To be honest, quite a few of them have fallen out even in the first 48 hours, but I'm hoping that's kind of normal. You can't really tell, to be honest, but I'm still really liking them. I'm so happy with how they came out. But yeah, look at the difference between those two. I love that it's not too crazy. Like, sometimes you put on fake tan and you're just like, there is literally no way that this is going to turn out looking natural. This also has a really nice scent to it. Like, it doesn't have that kind of biscuity smell that loads of fake tans have. Now that the body is done, we need to do the bit that has taken me probably the most practice, and that is hands. So I'm just putting some of the Sol de Janeiro Body Butter Ladder on my hands, but you can pretty much just use any moisturizer. But I really find that this helps the tan not to like stick to any dry patches, because your hands are probably one of the driest parts of your body. And while that's drying, I'm just going to use a brush to go around like my ears and my neck and just any areas around here that I couldn't quite get to with the mitt. And you've also got to make sure that you get even the bits that you can't see. Like, this is a bit of guesswork, to be honest. Okay, now that the moisturizer is pretty much dry, I'm going to use the brush on my hands. So what I do is I kind of just put this all over my hands. Like, I don't try to go too light with it, which I feel like is kind of what you're tempted to do because you don't want it to look really intense. But I find that if you actually use quite a lot of fake tan on your hands, it really gets into like all the areas, so it looks really nice and even. So that's the comparison. You can see that it really doesn't look all that different, and that's why I love it so much, because it's a really subtle tan. Like, you can leave it on for longer if you want a more intense effect. To be honest, you don't have to be all that like precise with it. You just want to make sure that you're getting especially this bit here and this bit here. I feel like so many people miss this part and there's just like a line, so you just want to make sure that you're getting it absolutely everywhere that the sun would like realistically tan. Oh, and also here as well, that bit of your wrist is so easy to get wrong. That's also quite a dry part of your skin. Do they look even? I'd say so. Okay, now this I think is probably the #1 thing that I do with my fake tan that makes it look natural and even. And it sounds kind of crazy, like you would think that this isn't going to have done anything, but I actually washed my hands after about 20 minutes. No, maybe not 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, 35 minutes, and I find that that just makes the tan so even around here. Like, it's so annoying that fake tan sticks differently in different places. Like, my chest is always so pale and then my hands are so dark. It's probably because your skin here is like thinner and here it's quite like thick and dry. I don't know. Oh, I just hate the feeling of being sticky. I hate it. Like, and I also barely want to move because I worry that every time I move and my clothes like move against my skin, it's going to be streaking it, even though I know it's dry. Anyway, that is fake tan done. So what I think I'm gonna do while some of it dries is whitening strips. I actually had some Crest whitening strips, but I've run out of them. It's really weird. I used some Crest whitening strips like a year ago and I genuinely could not keep them on my teeth because my teeth were so sensitive. Like, I put them on and I just had this shooting pain through my teeth. It was so bad, so I had to literally like rip them off. But yeah, recently I tried using them again just on my top teeth and it was completely fine. Like, my teeth haven't been sensitive and I do actually feel like they look whiter than they normally do, but I have run out and unfortunately you can only get those in America. So I've got these Gleam teeth whitening strips instead, which I also got off TikTok shop. Honestly, I don't really know if I see much difference with these, but it's the thought that counts. Okay, I'm gonna leave these in for 30 minutes, I think. Oh my god, it's made my voice go funny. And to be honest, I'm probably gonna wash off my hands at the same time. But again, one of the benefits of you guys watching this on YouTube is that you can just fast forward time. So I will see you once everything is washed off. So it's actually the next day, but this is all the tan washed off. I feel like it actually doesn't look as dark on camera as it does in person, but I'm so happy with how it came out. I feel like even if you're literally like the best person in the world at tan, it's still possible to have fake tan disasters. But I didn't have any of those and I honestly feel so much more confident. Like, what is it about fake tan? I feel like it's just magic. But do not be fooled by the fact that I look somewhat put together right now, because my hair is honestly some of the most disgusting it's ever been. Like, I had to put my hair up straight away when I got up this morning because when I tell you it is so greasy and built up with product, it's actually disgusting. But this is why I love a slick back, because look at this. You would genuinely never know. But I'm so relieved that it's finally Monday because that means that I can actually wash my hair. I would normally have washed my hair way before this, but because I wanted it to be fresh for the journey tomorrow, I've been putting it off as long as I can. But trust me, I cannot wait to wash my hair. But today I'm doing a little last minute shopping dash. I think I'm gonna go to like Westfield White City and try and find just some last minute kind of clothes and any bits that I need for the trip, because I realized I've got loads of like dressy clothes and I've barely got any kind of day-to-day casual clothes. So I think I'm gonna go to like Hollister, that type of vibe, and just look for some kind of day-to-day clothes. Then this evening I will be back to wash my hair, and I think that that is the final step of my little glow up. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm probably gonna do one more face mask as well, and I obviously need to pack too. But the trip is literally tomorrow. I can't believe that it's actually happening. I already know that I'm gonna get questions about vlogging the trip, and I've been having a little think about it, and I think instead of doing a full vlog, I'm gonna be posting about it every day on my Snapchat. So if you don't know, I've been getting into Snapchat a lot recently. I just love that it's basically like Instagram stories, except you kind of can post as much as you want, and it's also way more of like a close friends story vibe. Like, I post stuff on my Snapchat that I would never post on my Instagram. God, I've just realized this concealer is actually very light on me. I completely forgot that because I've tanned, it's obviously going to be really light. But yeah, I actually need to hurry up with this makeup because it's already later than I intended it to be. I was kind of planning to be there by this time, so I will see you a little bit later on when it's time to do my hair. Good evening. First thing I'm gonna say is I am so glad you cannot smell through the camera, because although I've just done an everything shower and washed my hair, put on body lotion and deodorant, and my body smells incredible, I had sushi for dinner, and something in that sushi was so unbelievably garlicky. I feel like I'm going to be able to taste it for the next week. I mean, don't get me wrong, it tasted phenomenal at the time, but I'm not the biggest fan of still being able to taste my dinner like 3 hours later. But it's actually about 11 p.m. I should probably have been asleep like an hour ago, because my pickup is at 5:45 tomorrow. You know me, I leave everything to literally the last minute. Like, my packing is all over my bedroom floor right now, but the hair is finally washed. Oh my god, it honestly was so needed. Like, I kind of forgot how it feels to have freshly washed hair, but I think I'm just gonna do a classic blowout. I normally use rollers when I do my blow dries at the minute, but actually I think today I'm not gonna use rollers, because sometimes when I use rollers it gives the wave a bit of a weird shape. It looks great when I first take them out of the rollers, and then as soon as I go to sleep on it and wake up, it's all messy. So I'm just gonna do like a soft blowout without too much of a wave, more just like volume. And also, oh my god, I forgot to even tell you, I have had the biggest nightmare. I mean, let's be realistic. Comparatively, is this a problem? No, I'm literally going on a dream brand trip to a gorgeous country. Why am I complaining? But the girlies will understand the stress of this. I basically ordered a dress of Her, and Her is like a rental platform. It's a bit like By Rotation if you use that. So I ordered this dress on, I think it was Thursday last week, and I put in the calendar, so you can like select dates. I put in the calendar Tuesday onwards. Now, normally when I've done that for rentals, the items arrived before that date that you put in. So that's like the first day that you pay, but obviously they send it to you in time for that. Well, safe to say, it didn't arrive. And this dress is my dress for night one, where there was a dress code of pink, which I don't really own anything pink. I'm gonna be so real. I feel like I give off the vibes of wearing a lot of pink, but I actually do not wear much pink. I don't really feel like pink is my color for clothes. So not only did this dress not arrive, but I also didn't have a backup. So I just know that this dress is gonna arrive at like 9 a.m. tomorrow when I'm at the airport. Like, I just know that as soon as I leave the house, I'm gonna get a notification that this package has been delivered. But yeah, when I went into London today, I luckily bought a backup. I thought, just in case it doesn't arrive, which it didn't. It definitely is not my favourite thing in the world. I just had my heart set on this dress that was meant to arrive, but I just have to keep reminding myself, who actually cares? Oh, okay. Let's blow dry my hair. There we go. That is kind of a rough blow dry. I might have to straighten it a little bit in the morning. At least it's not like a full blow dry that I'm gonna have to go over entirely. Also, this hair oil smells so incredible. It's the Kerastase Glaze Drops. I actually used the gloss conditioner in the shower as well. You know what? I'm actually really happy with how that came out. I feel like now that it's settled a bit, yay. Also, I have something to show you that's honestly a bit ridiculous, but to be honest, I feel like it's very on theme for me. I literally went and bought a Haiti matcha to put in the fridge so that I can take it in my taxi at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So on that note, I think that's the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed glowing up with me. I really enjoyed filming this video, and I feel so much more put together than I did at the start of this video. So a little reminder to add me on Snapchat if you're not following me there already, because I'm going to be posting the whole trip over there, and also obviously on my Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!